Excellency for our judges, and honorable all students of our scientific and research world, Islamic State University of Bukit Tinggi, as well as the friends who took part in this competition. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala who has given His grace and guidance so that I can take part in this competition. Secondly, salawat and salam always be bestowed on Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was guided us in modern era. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to talk about human of Pancasila 4.0. Before that, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Yuli Arista, and I'm from Vocational High School 1, Cabang. Before we get started, I'd like to ask a question. What does Pancasila mean for the Indonesian people? Pancasila has a very big meaning for the life of the Indonesian nation. As the basis of the state, Pancasila cannot be separated from culture building to the practice of people's daily lives. The existence of Pancasila as the basis of the state was started during first rebellions that would replace it with other ideology. For example, the Indonesian Communist Party rebellion in Madiun in 1948, which aimed to make Indonesia a communist ideology country. Happy audience! Currently, globalization has shifted a lot by shifting Pancasila values and culture in Indonesia. This causes a shift in cultural values, a decrease in the sense of nationalism and patriotism due to a lifestyle that began to follow the Western style. Special staff to the chairman of steering committee of BPIP, Antonis Beni-Susatyo, also said that the era of globalization is a new colonization through culture, technology such as gadgets. This millennial generation must be the protector of Pancasila, have a critical power and a literacy culture, so that it will not be eroded by the times. So, that's why in the flow of globalization and industrial revolution 4.0, the younger generation must have a mindset based on Pancasila, because Pancasila is the dynamic ideology that adapts to the time, which means we all have to start building awareness that Pancasila is a living ideology and working ideology. Ladies and gentlemen, right at the time when Pancasila was inaugurated on 1 October 2022, another tragedy occurred in our homeland. What tragedy was that? Yes, refusing to forget the tragedy at the Kanjuruhan Stadium in Malang. If you go back to 1965, several cultural analyses have been written regarding the mass murder of PKI cadres. Kemanusiaan yang adil dan beradab, dan persatuan Indonesia. Those are the two precepts in the ideology and foundation of our country, Pancasila. Why did the Kanjuruhan tragedy happen? That we live up to the values of Pancasila? Be it the supporters, the security forces, the organizing committee, the official, and the football players. The use of tear gas in handling security at the Kanjuruhan Stadium in Malang is in the spotlight. Then, what about the spectator who did not take part in this vote? And what about the fate of a child who did? While he didn't know anything. Make the Kanjuruhan tragedy the last to reorganize our society and football players to be more cultured and civilized. Novel character is streamed of in the Pancasila human character. Happy audience! Pancasila, which is very necessary in this modern era, is aspiring to choosing a culture that is acceptable and beneficial for the Indonesian nation and state. Between countries seems invisible, so that foreign culture, as well as international news information, can join Indonesia easily. Let us be human of Pancasila, who can be culture and civilized by Pancasila, not communist and anarchic. My math grades might go down, but not with Pancasila values. Thank you for your nice attention, and I apologize if there are any mistakes. Finally, I say, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.